morning. Here's another example calculation using Coulomb's law. This time we're going to solve for radius, see r equals question mark. So let's start with our original equation and rearrange everything and then plug in our values. This is the process you should be going through. Don't plug in your numbers and then do algebra. Do algebra first. You will make fewer mistakes that way. So remember, our formula is Fe equals K Q1 Q2 over r squared, and we're trying to get r by itself. So what I'm going to do is going to multiply by r squared on both sides of the equation. It'll cancel here, and that means I'll be left with r squared Fe equals K Q1 Q2. Well, I don't want r squared Fe, I want r squared. So I'm going to divide away Fe on both sides. That's going to cancel. And then I'm going to also square root both sides. Ooh, that looks terrible. Square root both sides. That's a little better. So I'm left with r. So my final equation is going to end up being r is equal to the square root of K Q1 Q2 over r force. All right, we have all the values for that, so now we just got to plug in our numbers. So if I put this in the calculator, it's going to be the square root of 2.5. Now, you'll notice that I've got a symbol here. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's put our k value in first. So the square root of our k value, 8.99 times 10 to the 9th, times our q value, our first one. And now we can talk about the symbol. So that's the micro symbol. And remember, micro is the same thing as times 10 to the negative 6th power. So that means I'm left with 2.5 times 10 to the negative 6. So that's Q1. And then we multiply it by that same thing again because the second charge is identical. So 2.5 times 10 to the negative 6th. Barely fit it in. And then we're going to divide that by our force, which is 0.025. When I plug that into the calculator, I get a value of r equals 0.037 meters. All right, so that's the algebra. Notice algebra first, then numbers. If you can plug everything into the calculator correctly, you should be okay. I've got one more of these.